Welcome back, guys. So today is finally transmission installation day, which is really the final step before we turn the key. And we actually might be doing a live stream later of the first start. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're a bit behind, just because that's how things work with us.
Everybody wants to be chatty.
Yeah.
Which is
that's
cool,
fine.
But it never gets anything done. So.
But I'll show you where we're at now. So AP is in process of getting this all set up. What you installing in there right now?
Slave cylinder back in. And then I figured it's either this way or this way. One of the two of those.
As you can see, the engine, or not the engine, the transmission is back, nicely painted, all done up. Got the nice BC stamp on it. Oh, focus. There we go. But yeah, it looks really nice. Hopefully it performs well. And we already got the Mustang up on the lift. Everything's pretty much ready to go back in. Got parts kind of everywhere right now. But hopefully everything will go in smoothly. Not to jinx ourselves, but it should. Alright, AP, what's going on? What's the bad news?
So, one of the seals gave way.
I'm pretty sure that's your thermostat housing up there. Yeah, where it meets the block is
decided it wanted to piss oil or piss coolant everywhere now.
Yeah.
We had this issue last night.
Apparently, sometime during the night, the gasket went bad. So we're gonna go ahead and take everything off. We're gonna have to drain the coolant down, switch that gasket out,
figure out what the heck size these are,
and hopefully that'll be it. We have not gotten the transmission in yet, so just gotta work on this issue. Here's the culprit that we were talking about. Backing it out.
Somehow I managed to forget to order that gasket, and it looked okay, but apparently it's not. So
yeah, as we were discovering the leak, it started leaking worse and worse. So I guess we'll have to go pick that up. Hopefully somebody has it.
I mean, it's just an O-ring, so it should be relatively easy to get. I'm gonna check as a pick.
Alright guys, so coolant line aside, we have the gasket ordered. We're just going to go ahead and throw the transmission in, figure that out when the parts come into the store.
Ready?
Yep. It smells like
Alright, hold on a second. Do me a favor, Aunt. Hold on to it. Is it already? Alright, I'm good.
We should be.
Alright, let me get the rear and you guys work the front.
Okay, so we got 5 of the 7 bolts in. The top 2 are not in yet. We're gonna go ahead and lower the car down and see if we can get them. I want to say that we could get them up from the firewall area because the intake manifold's not on the car. We just put the cross member bolts in loosely for now, just to hold everything. So we'll go ahead and lower the car down real quick and see if we can get to those top bolts a little bit easier.
I don't know if we're going to be able to do these bottom ones.
Yeah, I don't know about that. We might have to get shorties.
Yeah, go to Ace and find like half an inch long.
Yeah.
Because yeah, there's not much space here. Alright guys, a bit of an update time. We went ahead and dropped it down, did what we said, started doing this top stuff. The problem was we couldn't get them to go through the other side. So basically we're backwards threading, taking them out and then installing them. We got a bunch of crud out of that side, so.
I don't know if it's like leftover machining stuff from Ford or just...
Yeah, because like you know, this block is brand new out the crate from Ford, so.
Alright, so I went ahead and picked up new Driveshaft bolts because the old ones that we had were quite chewed up.
Yeah.
Because these have been off 3 or 4 times. So I got those. You just set the...
They're behind you, over there.
These are the mid Driveshaft bolts. And then you just cleaned off these, which are fronts. So we'll go ahead and start in the front and we'll work our way back. Actually, I think it was the other way. Pretty sure we had to do it the other way because these
Well, we gotta fold both, like both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
And then push up the center.
I'm gonna have to cut this though and drop these down.
Yeah.
Which means I'm going to walk into them.
Oh, and our little wrap up there is still doing good, it looks like. That's what we did to fix the EVAP lines in the old episode.
Oh shit. Lock tight.
Are those bolts work right here?
The midsection's right there. Alright, stop. Hang on, you're just bottoming out over here. Alright.
No, there we go. The 13's up there for it.
Session?
I don't know.
It's like there's blood everywhere. It's locked right.
Not the middle coupler down.
The backs shouldn't fall out. It's got the handset. But
Is it set actually? Like lined up?
I don't know if it's lined up. I mean, I could look.
It actually kind of looks like it's lined up. It should be very nice if it was.
Alright, so starter's finally going on. Loosened up those bolts for these wires. Let's take a tour around. All the wiring's done here. Where is it? There's the clutch lines in. Getting close. Still trying to figure out a slight issue with the transmission getting into gear. So I guess we'll keep updated on that.
Alright, so we came to a brief stopping point real quick when we realized the transmission was actually stuck in a gear. We didn't know which gear, but we ended up putting the shifter in, and the trans would not go in and out of gear. It actually felt like it was in neutral, and you could feel notches, but it wouldn't go in. Called Ben. Apparently, if you guys drop these transmissions or if the shipping company drops them, obviously Ben Calimer rebuilt this for us. He lives in Pennsylvania, we live in Florida. That's a pretty big distance. So I'm assuming one of the shipping guys dropped it. So what we had to do, there's a little cap up at the top that we popped out, and then we popped it back out of second gear. I'll go ahead and link below. We kind of went into a little more detailed video of what exactly we did. But we just wanted to let you guys know, since you're trying to keep the whole storyline going with this.
Yeah, we thought it might have been the shifter at first, so we took that out, which meant we had to remove the drive shaft again, which I'd already put in. Which,
actually, now that we talk about that, I don't think we actually mentioned that we got a shifter at all.
No, so, yeah, no.
Yeah, you want to swing over here real quick? So we actually picked up a used MGW shifter for this this car. A friend of mine was parting out his car and ended up getting it for a fairly decent deal, so thought, why not? So yeah.
Yep. But basically you could do this, but nothing else.
Yeah, you could do this, but you couldn't do this. It was just, it felt like it was
hitting
something.
The trans was locked in the gear, and this wouldn't take it out.
So.
But yeah, we have the stock one over there.
Just in case.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and pop this little puppy back in. This has got a little check valve. I'm not really sure what that's for, but I'm sure that's
the thing has a bowl on it. So
maybe
it pops.
Rods on that or something. I don't know. I'm not a transmission guy. Which is why I sent it out to your rebuild. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and I guess time lapse putting all this crap back together. So this is a good sign. I can get into gears now. First, second, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth.
Reverse.
And reverse.
Hey.
So we are all set. We're going to leave it neutral for now. We'll go ahead and put the shifter back up, and then we'll put all this crap back up again. So back to the time lapse. Alright guys, so that wraps up the trans install. I hurt my finger pretty bad actually. We were trying to get the drive shaft to line up and it slipped and it smashed the drive shaft up to the frame of the car and cracked my nail in two places. So that's been very lovely to deal with. So Anthony and Chuck have kind of did most of everything else for tonight. So trans is in, it's shifting fine now that we fixed that issue before, put the exhaust back on. We did discover a coolant leak that we tried fixing and ended up being another fitting right above it, so that will be the next video. But thank you guys for watching, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button down below. We do have a full merch line now, semi-full, a couple of cool shirts and whatnot. I highly suggest checking that out. It will definitely help us out with the cost of these builds and future builds. And I appreciate, wow, it's been a long day. I appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye.